What's good YouTube? It's that dude X here with another Madden video, and as you can tell by the title, these are my predictions for the position heroes. And I apologize that I haven't posted episode 2 of Panthers Theme Team, our first gameplay, but it's gotta be a banger. It's gonna be a banger. We already recorded the gameplay, and it's just gonna be a banger, so y'all gonna have to wait on that. But Positions Heroes is supposed to be coming out soon, and I just have a couple predictions for who the players are going to be. So let's get into that. So guys, at quarterback, I actually do have Deshaun Watson. He was in the MVP talks in the league for the longest, and he only has this 95 playoff card. So I do think he will be getting a Positions Heroes quarterback upgrade. Maybe 88 speed, a little bit better throw power. I'm pretty sure he has 99 break sack, just because if you saw the playoffs, that's just what he does. But I really do think he deserves another card. He had an amazing year, and just a 95 just doesn't cut it, as he does have 97 break sack. But yeah, let's hop into running backs. And for this one, I'm going with Kareem Hunt. I feel like nobody's gonna side with me on this one, but I really do feel like they could give Kareem Hunt another upgrade, even after the whole scandal. It was last year. Now he's actually in the game, and I really do feel like Kareem Hunt will be the one getting the will be one of the running backs possible to get the upgrade. Everybody else thinks it's his teammate Nick Chubb, but he got it last year, so I think it's going to be Kareem Hunt. Let's get into fullbacks. Now, my choice for fullback is Anthony Sherman. It was James Devlin at one point, but he just retired, so I don't think they're going to give him one. But also, Anthony Sherman did just get a free agency card, so you really don't know. It can't be Juszczyk. They did him last year, and he has a 96 already. So I really think it's going to be Anthony Sherman, but there's a chance they could do James Devlin. But nobody really cares about the fullback, so they're not going to really get bought. Let's go into receivers. My choice for receiver is Stefon Diggs. He did just go to the Bills, so it would make sense, because you know how they like giving new cards to people that moved. And Stefon Diggs is one of the better receivers in the league, and he has one of the worst cards for a receiver, so I really do think it could be him. I really don't have another choice for receiver except for maybe 96 Chris Godwin, but Stefon Diggs is my main choice. Let's hop into tight ends. With tight ends, everybody should have saw this coming. Travis Kelce. Him and George Kittle are the best in the league, but Travis Kelce has been doing it for way longer than Kittle has, so it just makes sense that he'll get it. He'll be really good, actually. He might get 90 speed if you chem him up. I won't be able to use him on my team because he isn't a Panther, but he might be a good pickup for y'all. And also, let me say this now. I don't think that they're gonna drop 99s, because for the last few promos they've been dropping 97s, and for the Color Smash promo they dropped 96s. So really, I think they're going to either drop 97s or 98s. And they might stick with 97s. So I don't think they're going to be 99s because of the 4 abilities, and it'd just be overpowered. So the players aren't going to be too crazy based off of from what they already have. But I do feel like some players will be insane, like the Deshaun Watson. But let's get into the offensive linemen. I'm just going to do it in one clip and not chop it up like I have with these other ones. Alright, with left tackle, this is an easy one. Teron Armstead. He's one of the best linemen in the league, and it hurts because I'm a Panthers fan, but he just is. And his best card is a 94. It doesn't make sense. Let's go into left guard. Now, this could be a little biased because he's on my theme team, and he doesn't really have a good card, but Andrew Norwell, I think his best card is the theme diamonds. But this is the only thing that's on the auction house, because theme diamonds is a training or challenge. But here's Andrew Norwell. He is an 87 in the power-up, and they gave him a power-up early, made him one of the best linemen, and haven't touched this card since. He's one of the good linemen in the league. He just has a horrible card for some reason. But yet again, he could not get it, but that's my choice for left guard. Now we're going to center, and I have two choices. One is a little biased because of the team, and one could happen. We're going with I can't find him. Matt Paradis. He's honestly a good center, and I just think he can get it because with the Football Outsiders, I mean not Football Outsiders, Positional Heroes. If you saw last year, they actually didn't do the best players for some positions. They did do good players, but they didn't do the best of the best on all the positions. There was some random people. So I do think Matt Paradis can get it, but the more likely one to get it is 94 Jason Kelsey, who I'm looking for on the auction house. I had him on my team, and at the moment right now, I can't find him on the auction house, but it is 94 Jason Kelsey. I might pop up a picture right here, but 94 Jason Kelsey, I do think he's gonna get the upgrade. I would like it to be my guy, but it's all good. Now with the right guard, I really had no clue for this one. A piece of me wants it to be Trey Turner because he's an elite left guard, and for the team, that's just what I want. But also, I really don't know. I mean, I could look around and see. Graham Glasgow just got an upgrade. Could it possibly be any 96s? I guess. And I don't think they would do a Team of the Year player just because it doesn't make sense. I mean, Team of the Years are the best of the best. But for, I found a guy. 93 Kevin Zeitler. He's one of the best right guards in the league and has a bad card. I really didn't know going into this, but I do want to settle on Kevin Zeitler. Yeah, he just deserves a better card. Now for right tackles, everybody chooses this dude, and I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon. As you can see, his blitz card right there. 96 Lane Johnson, who I am struggling to find at the moment. Wow, I can't find anybody. 95 Lane Johnson, actually. In the power up, he's 96, so I think that's where I got it confused. Yeah, 95 Lane Johnson. His Super Bowl card is actually really expensive, but he could get the position heroes. It'll be a good upgrade, especially for Eagles teamers. It's just an overall solid card, and if he gets one, he really deserves it. But let's hop into the defensive now. Let's get it. My choice is playoffs Danielle Hunter. He's really a beast. I had him on my team, and he's one of the league leaders in sacks this year. So he really deserves it. He was a beast on my team. He gets 90 speed chemmed up, and he might get 90 speed with the upgrade, and then that 92 speed. His auction is actually about to expire, so I need to wrap this up. But I do think he will get the card. Let's go on to right ends now. Alright, my choice for right end is Cameron Hayward. He's really been a good right end for the past few years, and his best card is the Zero Chill card. He could use an update. I mean, that's really it. He could just really use an update. And there's not a lot of right ends that don't have good cards. Maybe 95 Brandon Graham, but he's the lowest one, and he's actually good. So, let's hop into D tackles. Now, this pick could be a little biased because of the team, and I'm just a Panthers fan. But Kawann Short has been one of the best D tackles for the past few years, and his card is only a 92, and there's not a lot of D tackles that could get upgrades that are low. So I'm really just going to go with Kawan Short. They might do 2D tackles, and if that's the case, my next choice would have to be Geno Atkins. I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's Geno Atkins. What else can you expect? But let's hop into linebackers. Alright, so my pick for left outside linebacker is Matthew Judon. He's just one of the better edge rushers. And I really think with this one, they're going to pay way more respect to edge rushers. He just needs a new card. Like, playoff cards are usually outdated. He can't start on anybody's team, even if you have a Ravens team. Because he might get to like a 96 overall, but that's not good enough at this time of year. Let's hop in the middle linebackers. Now, with this pick, it's not fully, I don't fully think it's going to be him. A part of me wants to think it's Devin Bush, but it's Bobby Wagner. He just deserves another card. Unless they gave him an Ultimate Legends, which I don't see that happening. I mean, it's Bobby Wagner. He's been one of the best middle linebackers. Him and Kuechly for like the past, ever since Kuechly's been drafted. So I really think he might get it. But a part of me wants to go with Devin Bush. So if Devin Bush does get it, I just want my credit. But let's hop into right outside linebackers. And like I said earlier, I think Madden is going to pay a lot of respect to edge rushers. So I think Leighton Vander Esch will be the one that gets it. I don't think he played as good as he did last year. But he played good enough to get a 94 card early, so I do think it's about time he gets to this upgrade. And this is really a short one, so let's hop into cornerbacks, which is going to be controversial, but let's hop into cornerbacks. Now with this selection, I actually have 4 different picks, and we will be going over all of them. First one is Jair Alexander. Just needs an upgrade, a good man corner. I really do think he could get it. Next person, I think, was a little bit down here. Looking for him. Marlon Humphrey. He was a shutdown corner this year for the Ravens. Played absolutely out of his mind, and he could use the upgrade. Next guy is a little bit down here. Marshon Lattimore. Everybody was tripping because they gave out his Series Redux in a Easter egg that was super rare. But just like they did with JJ Watt, I think you will be getting an upgrade, because they gave out a JJ Watt, and then a week later a new card of his came out. Maybe they're waiting to drop, let's say, a 98 Marshon Lattimore, and he'll be one of the most shut down corners in the game, but we don't know. And this next one is a little biased, but like I said earlier, they don't do the best player every year, and I think it's going to be Dante Jackson. I have no reason to think this. I just think sometimes they do some surprise players just to throw us some jabs and we don't know what's going to happen. But Dante Jackson, I really just hope he gets one. But let's hop into free safeties. Now, there's not a lot of strong safeties that are good in the league and don't have a lot of good cards in the game. Adrian Amos, he literally just got a card. But it makes sense because they gave him a card that's only 1 overall better than the Harvest card. So he just needs an upgrade. I mean, he just needs one. So let's hop into kickers and punters. Do I even have to explain why? I mean, it's Justin Tucker. It's Justin Tucker. That's all I have to say. Let's hop into punters. We're just gonna not cut it because it's a lot of editing. Now with punters, Thomas Morstead. He's one of the better punters in the league, and I don't really think they should do punters. I think they should do one more skill position, because everybody is not going to spend 1,000,000 cards on a punter. But yeah, that's it for my position heroes, players. The team video will be dropping soon. I don't know about today, but soon. Make sure to sub, like, and share. It's That Dude X. Peace.